Well, hello, y'all. How y'all doing? I got Mr. Pringles. I call him Mr. Pringles. I just gave him that name. He really come from the toy store. He one of them toys that got all. But this is an example of what is going on, you know? But I want to tell y'all something. We're going to answer some questions. We're going to play the game of truth. Let's see if Mr. Pringles is ready to confess like I got to. So I'm going to play this game with Mr. Pringle. And don't take it personal. I had to put somebody in the play. So y'all wouldn't think I was a little weird because this is just my personality. Okay, here we go. Let's play this game. Who was your first crush and what were they like? Mr. Pringle, who was your first crush and what were they like?
Well, mine was so kiddie-ish. I had to go back and I dumped her the same day. She was just too kiddie-ish. Just always kissing on me, that young stuff.
Okay, Mr. Pringles. You funny, Mr. Pringles. You telling me you got tickled and told her to go. Well,
exactly.
Well, okay, you did it. Then move on to next question. Can you describe what your first heartbreak was like? My heartbreak was like somebody tore my heart out, ripped it, and then took it in the stove and cooked it. That's how that breakup went. It was hard, tough, and humiliating, and just drama all the way. So if you wanted drama, that was the break of a lifetime. So I don't want to talk about that anymore. Let's move on. Mr. Pringles, it's your turn next. What was the biggest lesson of the year? Of your worst breakup? What was the biggest lesson for you, Mr. Pringles? I wasn't feeling bad. It was funny to me. I said, "Brian, get your bags. I'm free. I'm going out for a minute. I was going to find me new honey. I got in a car, drove off and got a replacement. It ain't nothing to me." Mr. Pringles, you know you are a bitch in yourself. You just can't do people like that. Take them in and then take them. It's just like going to the store, buy some groceries, and then put them back out there for sale.
Well, she wasn't caring when she left me.
You must be Aquarian.
Well, how do you say that?
Because Aquarians, they don't care. When they leave you, they'll play that role. Oh, I don't care. It just depends on, but some of them don't. That's what I experienced. Let's move on from that question because I don't want y'all to run me over. Because, in the comment section. So let's move on. What was your favorite food growing up? I love sweet potato pie. Grandma made. Put you in heaven and take you out. She made the best sweet potato pie that make you dream backwards. You go back in that dream over and over to get a piece of that next piece of that pie. You'll stay for that last, and I mean last drop. That's just how good she was. Now, my food growing up was that. Now, Mr. Pringle, what was your favorite meal now?
My favorite meal was my girlfriend came over and fed me some of them chips.
What kind of chips?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I had to do something with them chips, Them chips was dip. I needed some dip. And we had a good time. So, I don't want to talk about that because that was a good meal and I didn't have to pay for it. All I had to do is be there. Mr. Pringles, don't tell me that you done had some. Oh no, you getting out of line. So we're gonna move on. Mr. Pringles over here, he's losing the mind. See, them pimples done flipped him over backwards. Okay, what was your first album you ever owned? None. Well, that's simple as that on that. Was there an embarrassing fashion moment in your outer scene? Well, that was embarrassing. Well, when my bra tore from the back, and then my panties tore from the back, because I did the squats like I was supposed to. And when I did them, everything just flipped off. It was the embarrassing day of my life. I said, I'm never going back to school. They know everything I got. Mama said, you better get your butt in that truck, and we're going to drop you off like we normally do, and you go to class, and you going to take that licking because you should have put on your good bra. That was the best bra I had. Girl, don't make play with me. Because we had them little vacuum bras back then. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the vacuum bras. They had cups like, you know, them ice cream cones? Boy, they look like that. I didn't like wearing them bras. I used to tell them, why I gotta wear that? Girl, you better hope I don't whoop you. I said, okay, mama, I don't want no spanking. So I went on. Now we finna ask another question. Is going to church or another house of worship important to you? Is church important to you? You know what I'm saying? I go to church and I love to be, you know, church is very important because I have too many enemies out here not to be able to go to church. You know, these bumps come with a cost. I did wrong one back when I was out there. So I recommend, you know, be in that position. Okay, Mr. Pringle, we don't want to make you upset. Well, we'll move on. You know, I'm crazy sometimes. I play, you know, these games. You know, it's fun. What was your first sexual experience like? Oh my God. It was really just nothing to write about. I didn't know that sometimes you gotta fit. And if you don't fit, you're gonna cry. The first time, that's the way I felt about the first time. So I didn't really like that. I thought it was really uncomfortable. That's what I'm saying. Very uncomfortable. It says, how old were you when you lost your virginity? That's you, Mr. Pringle. How old was you when you lost your virginity?
Well, I was 10.
10 years old. What you been doing? Boy, your parents didn't know.
No, because they was never know. There's always at so I got away with it.
Mr. Pringles, boy, you just nasty. I didn't know you was this nasty.
Don't touch me.
Okay, excuse me, Mr. Pringles. We don't want to touch you the wrong way. I was just saying, you know, that was just a little advice from me. You know, you can take it or leave it. Oh, don't be crying later about it. Okay. What's the first thing you found attractive about me? Well, the first thing that someone in my life found attractive about me is my lips. And that's the first thing they was attracted to. So I do admit to that. Sometimes that's a sin because the thoughts are not well. You know, Mr. Pringle? But I'm cool with that because people are weird every day. Right, Mr. Pringle?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Do you have a bucket list? Oh my God. The list is longer than I got the best bucket list that you put buckets on. Everybody got a bucket cap. Bucket, might as well make a cap out of that sucker. That's how much I got written down. Oh, okay. What's your dream vacation, Mr. Pringles? What's your dream vacation? My dream vacation is having a bunch of hoes and friends. Hoes and friends. Mr. Pringles, that ain't cool. Well, I'm taking my hoes. I don't care. I need some friends. And literally, since I wasn't trying to depress anybody or display, I just told the truth. I gotta have me one of them easygoing ones. Okay.
Mr. Pringles, you just nasty. You gotta have one. Why you gotta have that? Because it's boring by myself, and then I ain't got nobody to mess with my jewels. I can't do that. Just like living with nothing. I can't do it.
Okay, Mr. Pringle, we're gonna leave this conversation because you really done blew my mind with a lot of questions. He said, "Now, what superpower do you wish you could have?" Well, my superpower, I would like to change to the good of the better of the world. That would be my superpowers. That I can make change in the world. What would be your superpowers, Mr. Pringle?
Well, mine is got all them friends. It got all them people's money. I love to have it. I can't live without it. I'm a greedy. So,
I gotta get me a broad. I'm never gonna live alone. You know what I'm saying? I can't be fed on red. You know how it is, pay all them red. I can't do it. Mr. Pringles, you just cool. What would you do with your life if you were suddenly a millionaire? Louder than that, boy. I probably turned down and wouldn't. Mr. Pringles, what would you? You crying and stuff. What you mean? I would basically lose my money. But then I gotta come back. So I gotta go spend some of it on what the good things, but also be good with it. Don't take and don't give back. That's the problem with these people these days. You get up there and then you just forget about your homies, your friends. I don't do that. I'm gonna tell you a little secret. If you forget about your homies and friends, then that means you're gonna forget about me. So I'm gonna tell you something in the near future. Let me tell you, Mr. Pringles, watch who you put in your circle.
You act like I'm stupid. I know that.
I ain't never said you were stupid, but you act scared sometimes when you run to the house. They hate me. That's because they were
pulling out my pimples. I couldn't handle it.
Well, you need to stop crying then. Don't come crying to me. If you cool with it, then what the heck? Get away from me with that. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Pringles, you making me look stupid now. Come on now. Well, let's move on, because I don't want to hear no more about that from you. Okay, what's your favorite thing about our relationship? Ooh, the favorite thing about my relationship is the loving connection and the loving from the heart, soul, mind. Not imaginary love, but the kind that goes deep into you. You connect like your fire connects together. It's like so steamy. Every time you get together, you can't stand being without each other. You just dream of living life just with the person you love and happy. That's me. Okay? That was good. That was good. You have me going. Mr. Pringle, what's up with you? Well, I'm listening to you, Well, Mr. Pringle, we gotta make, people gonna think I'm a little bit off the wheel. So we're gonna keep on moving. When did you first want to kiss me? When did you get your first I wanted to kiss somebody? I didn't want to kiss you.
I ain't talking about me, Mr. Pringle. I ain't just saying I just don't want you kissing on me. I don't want no kiss. These pimples hurt. Every time I get a kiss, I don't want nothing on my face. My face hurt when I put these pimples. See what they done to me? They left me like this. I gotta live with this trip sometimes.
Well, Mr. Pringle, I'm so sorry.
But I'm gonna tell you something. One thing you don't have to worry about is having a check.
Because you is in that line of checks, okay? And if somebody says no, they know they the captain, because that's all to deal with that on your face. And they tell you gotta love it, you gotta stand it, and you just can't put your lip on it. You gonna know who's safe? Allegedly. Okay, Mr. Pringle, let's move on. Who is more likely to survive the Hunger Game, me or you? Me? Well, actually you, because you don't need no food. He's empty in the back, so he don't need no food, Mr. Pringle. You don't need no food.
They're funny. I
funny. I like to eat these pimples like you know what I'm saying. Well, then I ain't feeding no pimples. You need to go back and get them sold off, because I ain't doing it. I ain't gonna keep feeding no pimples. What's wrong with you? Put oil on them and then put stuff on them and feed them like that. Like that, my paycheck. I don't own your pimples.
Yes, I mean. Yes, I mean.
Well, you too soft. You too soft. You too soft. You too soft.
Y'all, we being goofy. I'm just playing around. This is what I do. It's just something, to play game things. People can play. Says, would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf? Well, I don't want all that hair, so I guess I'll be a vampire. What about you?
I'm gonna be a werewolf.
Well, you go ahead and be a werewolf. I don't want that job. Werewolves they go through hard. They is ugly when they get done. They don't even look better than a bear. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want that.
Well, vampires, they suck you dry.
Well, sometimes being a vampire, they gonna suck you before they see you. Word. That's allegedly. It's both ways. Don't get mad at me. That's the way it goes, Mr. Pringle. You know, you open your neck, you open your heart, you tell your business, you're gonna get kept. This is the way this life is. You know, I've learned that a long time, Mr. Pringle. You is behind.
You're making me mad. I just suffocated. That didn't stop.
You know, if I could take you back and get a refund, you know I would've. I'd have been on that first plane to get rid of this thing. But I got tricked into this game, and he's stuck in my room, so I'm gonna make him useless to be good useless, to come to be good useless. So he's just sitting in the corner doing nothing. So
I'm guarding the bed.
You ain't guarding the back, you talking all that. You see them little slimy things, he's always worrying about that. He ain't worried about nothing but them slimy things. Oh Lord, see what I'm talking about? Let me ask another question, cause he done lost his mind. Okay, let's get to it. Do you think people can really have psychic abilities? I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Test one, then you'll figure it out. Cause there's a lot of people that got gifts. You just don't know what they are. Some of them, they're better than what they is, and just be surprised. Ain't that right, Mr. Pringles?
Yes, I
You sound like a little kid, don't you? You know. Anyway, I'll be empathy for this. Do you consider yourself a good with money? Well, to be honest, I do fair. You know, but sometimes you get your moments where you do something stupid, and then you gotta come back and fall on your face, and you gotta live through it because you hungry that week. And when you learn that lesson, it won't happen too much. And don't pay rent, you won't live nowhere. That's part of life. And it says, is there anything you always woulda wondered about me, but has hesitated to ask? Is there somebody you're wondering about? I'm wondering about. Nope. I am so goofy. I don't play this game. You know, this is new for me. You know, and also, you know, it's just like this. You know, you love and you love hard. Remember this. You laying down foundation, whether you want to or not. With whatever relationship you get into, make sure you spend the right one, not the wrong ones. Because there's some, they're good, but finding them because they are so afraid, because they've been burnt over and over. So they don't know how to come out with that. Because if they choose somebody, some people allegedly don't like to get burnt over and over again. So you tell yourself, it's going to be a lot of single people because people are scared. Even when the ones know they got the love of their life, but they're scared to go on with the next love. You have to make good with the past. You have to remember this. You make good with the past, you live longer. You be successful in all kinds of ways. Because that past is always with you. It never leaves you. Don't get mistaken. It's energy, sweet gentlemen or women. This is all energy. And don't get it twisted. I ain't no man. I ain't both sex. I am who I am, which is a woman. Been born that way, so I really don't care. Because the voice can confuse you. But don't get it twisted. I'm straight one way. But I love a person with dignity and kindness in their heart. It's kind of hard to find, ain't it? Pringles. Yes, it is. Oh, why you always sound like that? Sound like you need to go doctor. Oh Lord, he just, see what I'm saying? He come with me just crying and stuff. That's why I don't even put him on here no more. But you know, it's kind of like this. Let me ask you another question. You know, that it says, if you could go back tomorrow, what would you go back and do? I would go back and change some things I've done to put myself on the path of righteousness and happiness early, not late. Sometimes your past is a way to keep you bound. Remember, you're not bound to anyone. You're free. You're to be loved and honored. Women, same thing with men. And if you're the same, that's on you. You know, I love you too. I love all of y'all from the depths of my heart. I get out here and express myself because y'all make me laugh. Because life is too short. So, I was giving you a little sense of humor. Wasn't giving you no headache. So I want to tell y'all, I want to send gratitude for y'all sticking with a girl and hanging out. And don't get this whipper with these pimples. I use this as a person, so somebody that I can just play an act with. You know, it was an act. I know an act from the fruit and the truth. No fruit like that. I know what fruit is, okay? So don't get it twisted. Sometimes it be, but it ain't me today. But I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to close this. Just like, share, and subscribe. We going to keep it pushing. Keep having fun up in this mode. So this is the game of asking questions. I'm going to do this a little bit more. And more reaction to see. But thank you. I'll talk to y'all later. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.